We're live. We're live, Gina. How about you, everybody? Good to see everybody in here. Let's see here. Caden's here. Hey, Caden, how's it going, buddy? Master Chief, good to see you. There's Gina Hamilton in the chat. How you doing, baby?
Not seen Gina Hamilton in a long time.
Yeah, buddy. Look who I got with me, y'all. How about the old Hamiltonville Farm Master Mechanic, huh? Oh, man. Yeah, East North Carolina, Lee Blankenship says, you're a mustard sauce barbecue guy, I would assume, Mr. Lee. They do vinegar on the east side, right? Mustard based on the west side. That's how it goes. Yeah,
I like the mustard sauce. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I like the mustard based barbecue sauce. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Isaac, it's raining. So the plan tonight was for me and Brandel to go actually do the live from the 310, and Mother Nature had other plans. So it is. It actually just stopped. Well, it's drizzling now, but 5 seconds ago, it was literally a frog strangler. So, hey, Alton, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming. Someone say barbecue. Yeah, that's right. Hey, if you guys want any good barbecue recipes, man, go check out the Dogfather, man. That dude right there can cook now. I ain't even kidding. West Alabama. How about you, Jamie? Good to see you, buddy. So, Isaac, good to see you. Hey, Miss Kathy, thanks for stopping in. Logan, thanks for stopping in. Good to see everybody in here tonight. Yeah, we had plans, man. We had big plans to go live from the 310, and it just didn't happen. So, one, the reception out there is horrible in bad weather. And, oh, by the way, it's bad weather.
Yeah, that's it. We'd get flooded out.
Yeah.
We couldn't hear any audio at all. It just would have been just a terrible situation.
Yeah. So, how about you, Jeremy? Good to see you, buddy. South Kakalaki in the house. Mr. Drake, good to see you. Man, we got a lot going on this week. Me and Brandel has done a lot of cool stuff this week. Got a lot of stuff planned for upcoming stuff. So, we always try to give y'all a little sneak peek of what's coming on up next week. So that's always a fun thing to do with you guys here. Oh, Johnny got his Branson hat today. All right, way to go, Johnny.
So he gets a Branson hat. I don't get a Branson hat. I see how it is.
Listen,
I got it.
You want one? There's one right there.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah, you can have it if you want it. You want gray or red?
I'm a gray man.
Okay, remind me after the live stream. Look here, I got to give the guy a hat to be on my live stream. There's Kevin. Stormy, Virginia. Yeah, Mr. Larry, we got Stormy. We got it down here too, man. It just cranked back up. Yep. If y'all can't hear me, it's because the rain. We got a metal roof on this house, and it might get loud here in a minute. There's Mike from Alaska. Mike, it ain't raining up there, is it? Y'all still got snow on the ground up here, Mike? So there's Rusty 12 Valve. Awesome. Evening, guys. He has risen. Yeah, that's right. Getting ready for Easter. Hey, I really appreciate you giving us that super chat. That means a lot to us. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So somebody, Brutal Bob, said he's on the way to Costco. Yeah, I hear you, man. 76 down there, Master Chief's Way. Yeah, Gina's in the storm shelter. There you go. So, but so we've got a couple things that happened today. As a matter of fact, it's snowing now and 3 feet on the ground. Mike says, "Golly,
that sounds terrible."
Mike, I've got an extra. I've got a guest house down here, buddy. If you want. So, hey, there's Outdoors with Eric. Did y'all see my picture I posted with Outdoors with Eric? He actually came. Him and his beautiful family came and visited with us. You actually weren't available to come over.
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah. So it was cool to get to meet Eric and all that stuff, because he's a good friend of mine from YouTube, and it was pretty cool to meet him in person. And Caden got his hat and sticker. Yeah, I got that. Thanks, buddy. I'm glad you like it. So there's Logan Dudley. We're doing good, buddy. Gary, how about you, buddy? But yeah, so today me and Gina went to, before we start talking about the 310 and the update and all that stuff, me and Gina went to the high school today, the local high school, and we talked to the ag teacher, and we said, hey, what's your thought on letting us get an intern to help with our flower farm? And so it was a really, really good conversation, and it looks like we may end up getting 2 students or something to intern with us here.
Yeah, that's really good. Kind of helping with the new generation coming up, all that. Ooh, so, wow, look at that.
Here. So Dieselman, hey Todd, I appreciate that, buddy. That's very kind of you. Thanks so much, Mr. Todd.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that. God bless you too, man. So anyway, yeah, it was a really good conversation, but more importantly, we'll have two kids to pour into to mentor. You know what I mean? They'll learn about the flower farms, they'll learn about growing flowers and all that stuff. But more importantly, we can be a good role model for them, I guess. You know, Gina will teach them how to spit her tobacco out. You know, for
all the important things, of course.
I'll teach her how to run a tractor. You know, so there's Mr. Jackson. Good to see you, Benjamin. How about you, buddy? Yeah, that's right, Isaac. So yeah, and Todd, that's insane.
That's
I appreciate you doing that for us, because but we'll talk about so that's what I want to tell you about the school. Yeah. Who's that? Master, yeah, that's Robert, yeah. So listen, let's talk about Brandel for a minute. Y'all want to?
Let's not.
Yeah. So listen, yeah, thanks, Alton. I appreciate that, man. You're right behind me. So you'll get that silver play button soon. So let's give you a 310 update. So Brandel, you want to tell them what you think about what's well, we got the tool. I didn't even bring the tools up here.
Yeah, they're still out under the shed.
So you want to talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah. So basically where we left it, I mean, of course we need to get the injectors back. So with the glaucoma, whatever,
cataract.
Cataract.
Yeah.
The eye surgery situation. So once the injector situation gets straightened out, we'll get those put back in. Then we're going to check time on it.
Yeah.
Of course, we can check time on it now without the injectors. All that is just rotating the engine with the special tool we got, and then the couple pins that we've got. And just kind of seeing where it is there, because we've had a lot of comments on that on videos and in live stream, that maybe that's where, you know, a primary failure part would be.
Right.
So, and it's the way that fuel pump is set up, it really seems like that could be a good failure possibility, because it's really just a nut, you know, that holds it. So if that nut didn't get torqued down correctly or whatever, so I mean, it's definitely a possibility. So I'm excited now that we've got the tools from Freedom Racing.
Racing, yeah.
So from Freedom Racing, you know, we ordered those. It's going to be a quick job to be able to check it.
Yeah.
And then just go from there, really. So check the timing, put the injectors back in, because they're going to be cleaned also. And then pretty much from there, then it's really going to be more on the mechanical side, you know, rebuilding the fuel pump, maybe if it needs that.
All right.
And then scrap yard. So I mean, John Deere couldn't figure it out. Then we pretty much went through all the mechanics of the fuel pump. So you know, that's it.
So it's James. It's not an engine timing issue. It's a fuel pump timing issue. So it says if it's a timing, why does it run on starting fluid?
Yeah.
Because the fuel pump has to be timed to the engine. The number one has to be on top dead center, and then there's actually a timing key or a timing mark that you have to line up, and you have to drop this little tool down in there. And I don't know if this is true. I don't know if any of this is what I'm saying is actually right or not, but this is what I think is happening.
So you've got engine timing.
Yeah, that's
which is gonna you know,
hey Jackie,
correlate your pistons and valves and make sure that they all you know are open at the same time. But then you've got fuel pump timing too. So the fuel pump timing is gonna, you know, all your pistons and valves, they can open and close and stroke at the same time. But then if you don't send the fuel at the right time, then it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So whenever you run it on starting fluid, it's just a mass amount of fireable, of combustible, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's going to run whenever. So that's why it doesn't keep running.
That's right.
So
that's exactly right.
I mean, it's a good step.
Yeah. Williams, like he said, timing. I said it. You know, William had said that. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. However, I do think that it's a timing issue. I do think it's not timed. However, I also think that the solenoid may be bad. You know, I think that's a possibility. And the thing about it is, you just can't replace the solenoid. You have to replace the whole pump. And what are you going to do about both of the buckets? I'm not sure, Charles, what you're asking. Buckets?
On the 310 bucket.
I mean, Oh, okay. So let's talk about the cylinders on the on the backhoe.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about. Hey, there's Nick. How about you, buddy? Yeah, thanks a lot, bud. So Nick, I'm gonna talk about you here in a second. So hold that thought. But let's talk about the cylinder and our idea about bypassing the hydraulic stuff.
So
when I say our idea, I mean Brandl's.
So the bucket cylinder has just gigantic pits in it.
Yeah.
So a lot of the chrome is missing. I'm sure the seal is out.
Sure. Yeah.
So we're getting a lot of dirt in, getting a lot of chrome flaking and metal flaking. So somebody else mentioned, I want to say it was a comment on a video that said, hey, you know, we had kind of the same thing on our tractor, and one of the rear valves were sticking. So it's kind of like just on a Branson or just on a regular farm tractor.
Branson valves don't stick, by the way.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. On another tractor other than Branson.
Yes.
Where if you had your if you engaged the rear remote and it was locked in, causing bad performance, not starting, whatever. So it could be kind of the same thing where a piece of metal gets stuck in the valve. It could create a load on the engine, load on the pump, so that it's just not allowing it to start too. So that could be a possibility. But I really want to start at the front. That's a more realistic possibility, I think, is the fuel timing.
Well, the Fallon buncher that we did, we actually turned the hydraulics off. It had an on-off lever. Or a clutch maybe, and that you could stop the hydraulic flow. So we did that, and that actually helped as well. Right. So you don't have to put as much strain on the engine.
And some like stationary power plants would have that, like in wood chipper applications, generators, possibly.
See you, Jerry.
That. So basically what we're going to do, we're just going to go back to the rear of the tractor, take the inlet and outlet off of the backhoe hydraulic valve, and just plumb them together and see what happens there too. So kind of bypass that circuit.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Brian wants to know, could I send the injection pump to the place where Wes sent his injection pump? So I actually talked to Wes quite a bit. But there's a guy in Alabama. That's been messaging me back and forth. That's a viewer, and he was talking about, hey, I can help you out with this or whatever. He works at a shop. So if I go the fuel pump route, I'll probably go that route with him because he's a viewer, subscriber of the channel, and we've been kind of talking back and forth about the fuel pump, and it would help his business out as well. And I'm all about helping people. So and I wouldn't have to pay any shipping. I could just take it to him myself and all that. But the guys that helped Wes out was really, really, man, that outfit up there was insane, dude, man. Awesome. Yeah, they were really, really good. So and there's John Ritter. How about you, John?
Hey, John.
But how about dismantling the backhoe? Charles Taylor. Charles.
I mean, that is an option.
It is an option, Charles. Oh man, can you imagine? So anyway, it's a pretty. I'm learning a lot from Brandel as we're doing this. So Fallen Timber, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in. So it's really cool to learn a lot as I go because I'm a mechanic 101 guy. I could pull off a piece and replace it sometimes.
So we're about the same level.
And I know that you need fuel, air, and combustion, right? So, but so y'all saw Nick Pixel TV drop a super chat a while ago, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you so much. Me and Nick I met Nick today on YouTube. And how we met was a YouTube focus group, and it was really, really cool to get to meet there's 5 of us in this focus group that YouTube put on, right? And so we all met like a Zoom meeting or something like that, and they asked us about, hey, what do you think about this feature? What do you think about that feature and all that stuff? And so it was me and Nick and 3 other people, 2 from England and then 1 other guy I can't remember where he was from, but it was really, really, really cool to experience that back end of the YouTube, and say, they're asking us about our feedback and wanting to know how to make YouTube better for everybody. So that was really cool. And I got to meet Nick, who has an excellent channel and does a lot of tech stuff. So it was cool to meet him as well. But Brandel, so we're talking about the 310 stuff, right? So Brandel not only works on diesel engines like a superstar, he also can drive a skidder like a superstar. So
yeah, exactly. We're at the same level on both tasks, 100%.
So that's the video. You know, I always like to give you guys kind of the update of what's coming up next week, and I think it's tomorrow. It's either tomorrow or Friday. Maybe it's Friday. I can't remember. Thursday or Friday. We're dropping a video where Brandel is driving a skidder, and it's really, really good video. Yeah. So y'all have to stay in, turn your notification bells on or whatever it is that you do.
Yes, if you're interested in a train wreck, that's your video.
But I'm telling you guys, man, me and Brandel get to do some of the coolest stuff because of this YouTube gig, man. And so, Brandel's like, I need to get Brandel. I told him the other day, I fed him in tacos, but hamburgers.
Any percentage would be a great raise. Right?
What's an increase from zero? Is that
100% of zero? I think is still zero.
Yeah. So, I'll give you 100% raise. But we gotta. Brandel has many skills. Give him a raise. Listen, John. You know my PayPal address, buddy. Come on.
I knew I liked that, John Ritter.
Yeah. William says, are you ex-military? Yeah, I'm retired Air Force. I did 26 years in the Air Force. Okay. General Aviation says his construction injury was climbing into a skidder where the bucket wasn't level. So I was going to say something about that. In the video that we made, it won't be out for a couple weeks. Brandel sings... not Stranger Danger. What was that?
Shake Hands with Danger.
Yeah, Shake Hands with Danger.
Yeah. So I mean, YouTube is the greatest thing ever. So one of my favorite things I've ever engaged with is a Caterpillar safety training video from like 1972, Shake Hands with Danger. One, it's very informative. So you need to just watch it just for that.
Yeah.
But it's also just classic country music
that is
completely hilarious and awesome. So Shake Hands with Danger, Caterpillar safety training. Please watch that.
Yes, it is awesome. General Aviation said he watched it.
Yes.
So Todd wants to know, why do I think it's timing? Let me run up here. Okay, Johnny, no, we're working on How About Your shirts on Farm Focused. Well, okay, Todd wants to know, why was the injector pump replaced before? Is that where you think of the injector? I think it's a bad joke because don't see pressure coming out. Let's see. I can't add comments. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. I don't know what that means, but so was the injector pump replaced before? Is that why you're thinking the injector pump timing is off? I think it's a bad injector pump. I think it may be both, Mr. Todd. I think it's both because for Brandon, who can beat that. Come on now. Come on now. Hey, we give $5 bid now, $5 bid now, $6. Hell, $6 bid now, $7. No, so I think it's, yes, the answer to your question is yes, the fuel pump has been taken off and put back on. And so, but it wasn't done by us, right? Yeah. It was done by a couple other guys who I do not know if they could have just took it off and put it back on. And if you're 2 teeth off, I know is David still in here? I know 2 teeth is a lot from you Alabama guys, right? So, but if you're just 2 teeth off, and David, I'm messing with you, buddy, then your timing's off. But I think it's also I also think it's a bad pump because I think the solenoid's bad. But it doesn't cost, it doesn't cost anything to time it. I had to buy the tools, right? Yeah. Tools were like $156,
But look, Hank, you'll have those for the future. So next time you have the 310,
actually, you'll have them for the future because I'm giving them to you. So, my boy. I see Nooner out there. Shake your hand, dude. So, hey, there's Alex. How about you, Alex? How about you, Tractor Hyatt? So, yeah, so I think the timing's off, but I also think the pump is bad. But we'll try the timing since it was the cheaper option. And, hey, there's Homestead Jay. Good to see you in here, buddy. Thanks for dropping in tonight. Hunter, good to see you. So that's, I hope that answers your question, Mr. Todd. Okay, let me ask you guys this, right? Let me ask you guys, what do you think about, how many of you saw the picture of the Branson pulling the Ram 2500 on my community post? Anybody not see that? So, Brandon, don't say he never gave you anything.
That's it. I'll take it.
John, now I gotta give the guy $5,
I think he may be talking about the tools. So I'm a sucker.
Oh,
I'm a sucker for stickers and tools.
Yeah. That's right. And and a hat.
And a hat.
Yeah. See, man, I'm so good to you, dude.
Hey,
I'm good to you.
I mean, I might not be able to feed my family.
You can't eat hats.
Yeah, I can't eat hats. But at least I'm getting a collection of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah, that's right. But because I'm giving you those tools. You know what I mean? Because I mean, like, I don't need them. What am I going to do?
Because all of the John Deere 310G backhoes that I work on. So
yeah.
it'll be perfect.
I wonder if those tools are universal. They
are. From what I was looking at in those manuals, those John Deere 4045 engines, they're in a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of marine applications, generator applications, a lot of stuff. So.
I think it was in that Hydro Axe. I mean, not the Hydro Axe. Is the John Deere the John Deere's not a Hydro Axe though, right?
No,
I think it's called something else, but it's the 3-wheeler.
Yeah,
it's the 3-wheel felon buncher that would do. If it's free, it's for me, right? Am I right, Kevin? Huh? So sometimes you get what you pay for, though, right? So there's Alex. Hey, there's budget builds. Hey, Michael, try to time first. Keep it on a budget. Hey, Michael knows all about the budget builds, right? So this guy's turning a Porsche into something crazy. He does a lot of cool stuff. I ain't seen the preacher in here. Restoration is usually in here sometimes, but I love to see these channels pop in here. Somebody asked me a while ago, did I watch Dylan McCool? I think it was Dylan McCool that they asked. I watch him. That's a great channel. But anyway, but yeah, so that's what's been going on. We really wanted to show you the 310, but
weather just didn't cooperate.
Yeah. So let's see. Is a 310 engine a PowerTech? No, it's a John Deere. Is that what you mean by that? I'm not.
I think that the PowerTech is kind of like a brand name.
Gotcha.
A trade name for the John Deere. So
gotcha.
It's a 4045. That much I know. I've got a picture of the model here on the phone. Let's see what it is. Yeah. It's like a 4045 TT something.
Yeah, right. Hey Frank, good to see you in here, buddy. So Halls 2472 is in the house. Good to see you. But anyway, did people see my Phoenix checking in? He says, "Hey, Kurt, did y'all see the picture of the Ram on the trailer, the gooseneck trailer? That was in my community tab. Let me ask you guys a question. I post, I don't know, maybe 3 times a week on the community tab. Do you guys get that or watch or look at those pictures or anything? Because I try to do that to give you guys a kind of a progress through the week or whatever, or some snippets of what's coming up and all that good stuff. So hopefully the Ram didn't let you. It didn't, Johnny. But it's pretty funny because people are like, you should have bought a Ford and all that stuff. I just got a couple comments on it, not many, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how people assume
the assumptions.
Yeah,
right?
The assumptions.
So,
right. Yeah, the assumptions. But
I mean, I too agree that you should have bought a Ford, but that's neither here nor there.
I got rid of a Ford to get that Ram.
Well, I mean, the Ford you got rid of. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, no, please, let's not less. Yeah. So yeah, David says, what's the story? So this is the Insiders Club, right? I got 74 people in here watching, and I keep doing this because I have to look through the tripod that's on here. But I get the tab, but always late. Yeah, it's on my community tab, but it's the Branson pulling the tractor and truck. That's all it is, So it's funny to see people's comments about it though. But in the video, we're actually taking the Branson and we're pulling the Ram with it on my gooseneck. That's basically what it is. But it's anyway. But someone asked, how did I get started in YouTube? Let's see. Somebody asked up there, Benjamin. Yeah. Okay. So Caden, we'll talk about that here in a minute. I got started in YouTube, Hurricane Michael. So me and Brandel both had some pretty significant downage, some tree downage in our yards during Hurricane Michael. And I didn't have, hey, there's Todd. Little known fact about Reap What You Sow, the guys that just came into the chat, he was in our very first live chat back in April of 2019. He was in our very first live chat. And now he's here today. Welcome. Good to see you, Todd. All right. So, what was I going to say about that? Oh, and so I bought a tractor. After Hurricane Michael, I bought a tractor. And I was like, my buddy was like, you know how to operate a tractor? And I was like, not really. I've got a general idea, you know, because I mean, I got this.
You had one before, right?
Yeah,
You
so,
had like an old one without a front end loader or something.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah,
like an old John Deere or something.
Yeah, but
like
I mean, I kept that
two-wheel drive,
like a 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
So, but it's there's Dover, Delaware. But so I took people on this journey with me to learn how to operate my tractor. So that's how we got started in YouTube. And I'm just partial to Fords now. Must be all of them open. No, dude, the thing about it is, man, if Ford never would have made those 6.0s and 6.4s, we'd have been much better off. If they'd left the 7.3s in there or the 6.7s in there, or, you know, if they would have went from 7.3 to 6.7, we'd have been in good shape. But man, those 6.0s and 6.4s are just junk.
However, did you know that the 6-liter is the largest selling diesel engine of all time?
Really?
Yep.
Had no idea.
Yep.
David Pauline, I didn't know you were in my first live stream. Were you really? I didn't know that. That's awesome. So I got 2 OGs in here. So how's good old olive oil? Man, listen, dude, I ain't messed with olive oil, and golly, it's been a couple months now, ain't it? So man, we got that you know, Isaac, we got that dozer for a month, so I didn't get on olive oil there. The tire's flat on it, but I am going to get I'm going to get back to it because it's got something's draining the battery, so me and Brandon will need to put a kill switch on it or something. So Brandon will have to teach me how to do that. So Ladybug, I took trash out with Ladybug today. Yeah, Benjamin, listen, dude, I give my advice to people trying to get into YouTube: plan out your first 50 videos and make them, and then start asking for advice.
Yeah, so take it from somebody that has
that's awesome,
5 YouTube videos under his belt.
Yeah,
just do a lot of them. Just a lot of them, and just do it. Just don't do what I did. Just do a lot of them, and you'll be awesome.
Yeah, because Brando, he's got let's call it a channel in hibernation. You know,
something like that.
Because literally, I'm surprised you're still my friend, to be honest with you. Because
I appreciate that.
Yeah, because about 2 weeks, about twice a week, I'm like, Brando, start your channel back up. Put a video out, dude. Put a video out. And he's like, all right. I'm surprised. So
still got the camera.
Yeah, James, transmissions and you're right. I mean, everybody's got their bad. I watched this guy on. He's a hotshot guy named Toe Piglet, right?
Yep.
And that dude's a trip, man. He talks about his Ford and his Rams and all that stuff. I like watching him. Pompano Joe Hunter says we're going to go hang out at the beach at Pompano Joe's. That's a good place to eat. I guess that's back up and running because they took some bad storm damage too. So Pompano Joe's. David said you still had the Mahindra and I was making fun of you. Okay, that's awesome, David. That's pretty cool, man.
It's real good of him.
Yeah, I appreciate you making fun of me. But
I think he's writing your name down.
I'm writing your name down. I'm gonna ban you. David, he's been. Hey, Gina, can you call Gideon? Come on, buddy. Gideon has to come up here and check on what's going on.
I'm glad he's not barking at me. 221
John Deere. You're gonna make more videos on that. That's the 3-wheeler. That's the 3-wheeler felon buncher. It is sold. I think they sold that one already. I'm pretty sure he sold that. I can't remember.
I think so.
Yeah, so people always ask, what are you going to do with all this equipment? Our stick is, we try to get these things to crank and trying to help someone sell it. And so we don't bring them back to the farm or all that. So what I need to do better this year, I need to do better at storytelling of what we're going to do with the equipment after. And I've done that in some videos. And this is what happens in a lot of our videos, right? Our videos, if you look at our timelines, you'll see people watch just to see what kind of vehicle it is. Then they'll drop and then they'll fast forward. Then they'll fast forward all the way to will it start, and it goes back up, and they'll watch it for like a minute, and then it stops again. So people don't watch the whole thing. They figure out what kind of vehicle it is or a piece of equipment it is. Then they fast forward to it cranking up. They miss all the storyline, So
they miss all the crescent wrenches.
They miss all the crescent wrenches. You know what I mean?
I don't know why you'd want to miss that.
I mean, Brando. I tell Brando,
miss the singing.
You missed the singing? Dude, you miss all the good stuff. So I tell Brando, he'll get a line wrench out or a crescent box wrench out or something. And I'll be like, no, dude.
Put that up. We got to cover that up.
I know, David. I'm just messing with you, buddy. And this chat's a little delayed. So, how do you find out what iron play with? Just walk up to the door and ring the bell. Sometimes ironwood. That's an honest. Sometimes that's a true statement. But most of the time it's Facebook Marketplace. So, hey, sorry about that, buddy. Most of the time it's Facebook Marketplace. With that being said, dude, I know y'all were the insiders, and I know y'all were backstage. I've got some plans. Me and Brando have been talking about some will it start plans that's just going to blow your mind. I don't want to say nothing now because I can't figure it out yet, right? But I got to do a lot of research on it and all that stuff, and it's just going to blow your mind. So let's see. How do you find? Yeah, so Facebook Marketplace is normally what we do. Do you own the dozer? No, we rented that dozer for a month. That's how you do it. Just trying to finish grade dozer experience. I need to film it before I can finish. So William Head. So the thing about being a YouTuber is, if it takes you an hour to do a job, it's going to take you 3 hours to film it. It's insane.
That's my primary situation. Is it takes me 8 hours to like clip my fingernails. So anytime that I'm trying to do anything on video, it's a challenge.
What did that run you for the month of the dozer? I did a video on how much it costs to rent a dozer. But since you're in here, Hunter, it was $4,800, I think it was, for the month. So European diesel and the quality took out the injector, rushed into production, adequate R&D was done. That's rusted 12 valve. That's very possible. Because you think, and then do you miss the U.S. military? Nope, sure don't. I was doing 280 days. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my time in the military, and it was an awesome career. But 280 days away from home every year, I didn't want to do that no more.
David asked if it involves starting my Ford. So, David, what you don't know, so my F-250 is a 6.2 liter gas engine. Basically, every time I go in to start the engine, it's a will it start video. So every time I get in, I'm like, is it going to start? Is it going to start immediately? So if you don't know, those 6.2s have a long crank issue with the fuel pump, and it's been like that for a year and a half, and it's fine. So
it's fine.
Yeah, it's not an issue.
Johnny says T-shirt idea for you: crescent wrench outline with Hamiltonville Farm in it. Got one coming, Johnny. It says will it start? Got a crescent wrench on it. It's pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
I just got to finish up. I'm working with Farm Focused on that, but yeah. So right now, because we've only got the Hamiltonville Farm shirt on there right now, but we're gonna get. So this is a prototype T-shirt too, right? It says how about you then. But what we're going to end up doing is putting Hamiltonville Farm underneath it, so people will be like, how about you, Hamiltonville Farm?
Yeah.
So, what did Master Chief say? No, I hadn't seen that. Let me look up here.
No, maybe try starting an aircraft from Eglin Air Force Base.
Where's it at? I still don't see it. Oh, maybe try start. Hey, listen, them F-35s got problems.
I think that I may be a bit out of my zone with that.
Yeah. They're naturally aspirated. I know that. Yeah, I got to figure out if you crank an airplane, you probably have to figure out if the instruments work. I know you pull back, make trees smaller, pull forward, you push forward, the trees get bigger. All right. He said he wasn't aware of a 6.2 gas, now a 7.3. Which would you pick? A Chevy Suburban 150? I would pick a F-150.
Yeah,
I'm not brand loyal, so whatever works. Josh just said, I'd like you to appreciate that, buddy. Straight pipe Cummins and Toyota Prius.
Good idea. I like it.
So there's a dude, I don't know his channel, but he's got like 1 million subscribers. He takes Teslas and puts V8s in them.
Oh, yeah. I think you sent me
It's insane, dude. It's awesome. He makes but I don't know the channel name. I can't remember. Dude, search for V8 in Tesla. That dude, he does some pretty cool stuff, man.
Yeah. So Brian Walter asked, how long does lean bolts on the backhoe? So that's like at least 10, 12 hours minimum. So, this guy. Yeah, 100%.
This guy. Like, seriously, sometimes, what y'all don't see on the camera sometimes is like, he'll be clean, and I'm like, Brandel, dude, I love you like a brother, dude.
He'll be talking, like, we'll go through like 5 different cuts, and I'm still, just like on one bolt.
Please.
With a pick, just clean.
Literally, a pick.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm no longer a production mechanic, because everything has to be perfect.
Yeah. So let's get some ideas from the in crowd here. You got 95 people watching. What kind of will it starts? Let me tell you what I've got. My fillers out for. There's a front. So you guys know that me and Diesel Creek, we're pretty good buddies. And if you don't watch Diesel Creek, go check him out. He just did a wheel loader, right? And so I found one of those. I sent the guy a message. I'm waiting for him to reply. I sent him my phone number and all that good stuff. And then that's it, William. Rich Builds. That's the guy. I knew it started with R, but I couldn't remember. And then there's old Massey Ferguson backhoe that we're going to go check out. And so that's two that I've got in the hopper, or that I've got my fillers out for. But we've got the auto car coming out on Saturday or Sunday morning. The auto car is coming out, and then we have we're going to go do a Freightliner.
Yeah.
We're going to do a Freightliner here in a couple weeks, and then maybe that backhoe, maybe that wheel loader. So we got a couple more in the hopper, and then if me and Brandel can figure out how to make this big idea that we've got, we're going to see. Mike, take care, buddy. Homestead Jay says World War II airplane. Can you imagine? Be like Indiana Jones, or be like like an Indiana Jones movie or something.
Big biplane.
So let's see here. Do a forklift with a Perkins diesel? They're a pain. Oh, my neighbor's got an old forklift that I pass. I need to call him and say, hey, what you gonna do?
Honestly, we could probably go over there and spend a month at his place.
Oh yeah, this is true. This is true.
Probably find all kinds of random stuff.
So thanks, Joshua. Appreciate that. Let's start and plug in electric car. Yeah, Dave. So how do you do? Could you do a will it start on an electric car? Well, you do replace the batteries.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
I guess, right?
Much, yeah.
I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Did he go for the loader? The start was a possible buy. Yeah, I don't know if he bought it or not. I hadn't talked to him since the video came out, but that was a cool video. Did you happen to watch that video? I don't believe you.
Look, Hank, I have a job with children to educate, to make sure that they get financial aid.
I know.
I'm an important person.
I know you are very important. You drive a Dodge Stratus. Oh, I'm sorry, Kaden. I meant to get back to you. How about you? I've been saying that, dude, since I was my early 20s, man. Yeah. And that's just how we greet people. How about you? How about you? Yeah. You're doing okay. So really, and then
it's a Southern thing.
It's just a Southern thing, you know. And my father-in-law says, "How about it? How about it?"
Yeah.
And I say, "How about you? Stay away from Detroit."
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. So, stay away from the Detroit motor. Somebody else mentioned a Detroit, Detroit 71. So those are old two-strokes. So that would be awesome. I think it'd be fun as could be.
Yeah.
Because they're just screamers. However, they're also super scary and could make an awesome video because the runaway potential is super high. Mm-hmm. So, with leaking oil seals in the blower or something, we could run it up to, I don't know, 10,000, 15,000 RPM before it lets go, so it'd be awesome.
Yeah. So Ed says his weed whackers have will it start every spring.
No, that's it.
Do you own that 3-tier? Now we talk a lot about that in the video. It's my father-in-law's, and so that we're just trying to fix it up for him, so that when we get it fixed, we'll give it back to him, and he'll actually use it to make money with. So yeah, man, rebuilt many of them. He says. First car was a Dodge Stratus. It blew up on him after the first day. Jeff, funny you should say that. Remember, Jeff, go back and look at the video where me, Brandel, and Tommy went to Alabama, and we started was it a 450?
I think so.
I think it was a 450, a John Deere 450 in a sawmill.
Yeah. Dude,
Brandel.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah. Yeah, we were scooping sawdust out, scooping. We worked for 2 hours.
Take care, Alex. So, dude, it literally was sitting under the they had a conveyor belt and a chute that dumped all the sawdust into a semi trailer, right? A tractor trailer semi, and right beside that was the broke down dozer. And so, it ain't like that stuff is precise. Anytime the wind blew, the sawdust would go. It would look like it was snowing. In the video, it looked like it was snowing.
We were covered head to toe. Whenever I
dude.
came back, I had sawdust all in my hoodie pockets, all in my jean pockets, everywhere.
Yeah, dude. So, Jeff, I say that to say this. We went to Napa to buy some parts. And we bought. Brando's like, dude, you got to buy a fire extinguisher.
I was not looking forward.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I don't care if you buy any nuts, bolts, just buy a fire extinguisher. And so that's what we. So we ended up buying a fire extinguisher for that. Now I keep it in the back of my truck. So that's funny you should say that. Yeah, let's see. Have you been in the 52, the 55? I've never been in the 5520. The 5220 we operate, but. Straight pop it, making looks really fast to me is just really stupid and sounds really loud and fast. Yeah, so that was 5220. Yeah, we're working on it. A matter of fact, I'm going to do some work with it tomorrow. I'm going to film a video tomorrow with it, so you can check that video. I think I'm going to film a video tomorrow. Since it's raining, I may or may not, but because I'm trying to do some, I'm gonna do some dirt, spread some dirt to level out some backyard. So and wasp spray, yeah. We haven't added
not recently.
No, we haven't had. Well, we haven't added wasp spray.
Yeah, that's right. Not the toolbox.
Yeah, we don't. We need to do that. So how about you, Mark? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for popping in. But so tell me about. Tell me what kind of videos, tell me some ideas about some will it start stuff that you think, that I could really do. I can't do a World War II. I can't do a World War II airplane. I'd like to try.
It'd be nice.
Yeah. Coyote doing, I've been looking at them recently. How's your Coyote doing?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's sitting around, so it's
tractors.
Yeah. So, love the Branson, love my Coyote. And here's the thing, guys. So Branson's obviously like top of the top, right? However, everyththing's good. I mean, they wouldn't make it if it wasn't any good. So, but yeah, I highly recommend the Coyote too. It's
a good machine.
It
is a good machine.
It's all about whatever's close to you, whatever works for you, all that stuff. So
yeah, Sydney. Gina's downstairs. So when Brandel comes up, I'm like, listen, babe, this is where the men meet. Okay, no women. We're the Hercules or the He-Man's Hater Club. Anybody get that reference? The He-Man's Hater Club, or the He-Man's Woman Hater Club, Girl Hater Club. And tell me what I'm missing. The He-Man Woman Hater Club. Was that it? Anybody?
Bueller.
Bueller. Let's see. Gina's in the kitchen. Let's see. No, we haven't given up.
Only Nooner can say
that. Gina's in the kitchen. That's right. Get out of that kitchen and out of those pots and pans. Let's see. Little Rascals. There you go, William Head. Yeah, there you go. Did you go by Bill, by the way? Airboat. Johnny, I'm writing down airboat. A boat. I'm gonna try a boat.
Yeah.
An airboat.
So when we first moved to Florida, we did the typical New Floridian touristy thing where we did an airboat trip down in Panama City Beach. And there was one of the airboats that they had like some kind of like a 427 Corvette engine in it or something. It was crazy. It was awesome.
That's cool.
I loved it. Yeah. So I'm sure that we could find an airboat somewhere.
Hi from the UK. Your channel is very interesting. Will we get to see the produce at some time? The flowers maybe is maybe what you're saying. So we're flower farmers. So, but we are gonna we'll put the subcompact Ladybug on our. So we actually the flowers will be blooming here in about a week or two. We'll probably get some videos of that. But and you want to be part of that and stay married. I missed that part, but yeah, the Little Rascals. There it is. Big and small.
Yeah.
Oh, my boy. How about a Gravely? If you could find one, Gravely.
They're mowers.
I thought it was a mower. Yeah, like a zero turn or whatever.
That's the only thing that I'm familiar with Gravely.
Yeah, me too. So Yeah. So yeah, I thought about trying something like that, but I think big equipment works better than, because there's a guy, Musty One or Lord Muck or something like that, where they do a lot of small engine will it start stuff. Yeah, that's it. He says the flowers. So yeah, we'll have the flowers. They'll be blooming here in about a week or two. Walk behind tractors too. Okay, but let's talk about skid steers for a minute. Somebody had made a comment about skid steers. There is. Have y'all seen the electric skid steers that they've got out? It's called Kaveco. I saw them. Lord Muck from England is awesome. Yeah, I like his videos. He starts the small engine stuff. But there's an electric skid steer company called Kaveco, and you can remote control with your phone.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
they're not tracked, they're wheeled, but it's pretty interesting. Checking in from Oregon. Good to see you. But all right, so we got airboat for Will It Start, which I might be able to make happen because we might have a few of those around. Bobcat seems the most. Yeah, Mark, Bobcat definitely. I would think they've got, because whenever I say skid steer, I usually say Bobcat.
Yeah, just Bobcat.
Yeah. Hey, anybody got Bobcat I can borrow or whatever the case may be. But so he says a mower, tiller, brush hog, sickle bar, blower, gravel had a market on back then. Yeah. But so airboat. What about like muscle cars? I don't really want to get into muscle cars per se, because I'm not a gas engine guy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm out. I don't know.
I'm not even a diesel engine guy.
Yeah, that's it.
But
me neither.
Yeah, Doug, she's downstairs, so I didn't allow her to come upstairs tonight, Doug. So I better watch out because she might throw something at me. Boat stands for bust out another 1,000. That's right, Rusty 12. That sure does, man. Break out another 1,000. And the other saying is, two best days are the day they buy it and the best day they sell it, right? So gas turbines are out of the question. Yeah, gas, man.
Probably.
Gas is
But
we will do the fire truck. That's on the schedule. I collect muscle cars. Brutal Bob says, so dude, man, I had a 67 Chevelle with a 396 in it, Super Sport. That thing was sick, dude. I love that car. And I tried to cross 6 lanes of traffic, and it wasn't as fast as I thought it was. And I got
a little stumble on the pickup.
Yeah, got a little hit, got a little giddy in his hitch there. But and a rear tine tiller. Old gas boat motors are cheap to work on. Yeah, Jason, I thought so. If I do gas, or if we do gas, because Brandon will have to be there supervising, it will definitely probably be on a boat, I would think, because I think those are a little more accommodating than big diesels. I just broke my ink pen. Maybe I shouldn't put my. Okay, that's fine. All right. A JCB skid steer case. Maybe you could do some more into tractors. Yeah. He did old Davy White. I think he did a Davy White video as well. That was pretty cool one. I like his videos. He's good. I like that.
So Marty mentioned those JCB skid steers. I can't remember the model number. I think maybe I showed it to you. JCB has this awesome. It's a combination skid steer, front end loader, backhoe. So it's very compact.
You saw me.
And then you turn the seat. It's an amazing looking machine, but it's also like $150,000 machine or something. It's way up there, but it's got tracks. It's a neat setup.
That is insane. See you later, Todd. Bob says he's got several Chevelles. Yeah, I didn't. So I didn't like them after 69. I didn't like the bubble, the 7 when they started going with the rounded back. I didn't like that body style, but I like the 66 and 67s mostly. Josh says, "How about you? See more gas engines stuck at your." Yeah, that's the thing, Doug. Is that fuel? Once that fuel starts gelling and stuff like that, it really does a lot of bad stuff to the inside of your engine. So yeah, I'm like I say, we canvass Facebook Marketplace for stuff to try to do the will it start stuff on, but and then if we can't find stuff to do the will it start videos on, then we try stuff with my grandson And I said, hey, Brandon, what do you think about if we tried to, pull this or push that or whatever?
Just think of the most random thing possible and try to do it.
So, yeah, so it's really interesting to see, what you can do with a tractor, and push it to its limits without breaking it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, let's see here. I guess setting after a long time. 71 Mac, 71 Mustang. Yep, man, that's a bad car, dude. All stationary engines, maybe. So the drag line was kind of a.
Yeah. That was more like a power plant.
As more like a power plant, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So because they could put that in anything. Can you do a few more where my wife needs to pull me out video?
Preferably not, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do those.
Like to avoid them.
I could stage some, but then y'all all get on me. I have yet to fake a getting stuck video. I'm just letting you know. I've yet to fake video, but I've yet to fake a getting stuck video. Doug wants to know any bleed in the loader injector. So the injectors are out. I think I made a community post about them too. So Brando actually took the injectors out the other day, and we've got them being cleaned. So, but with that being said, Doug, you may have missed this earlier, but we've got the guy that's cleaning them had to have eye surgery. So,
Josh, I've been told vision's important.
Evidently, you need eyes to work on stuff that way. So somebody's got a birthday tomorrow. Josh, happy birthday, buddy. And then hello from Canada. Jason says, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you popping in tonight. So we should do a big portrait. Yeah, Johnny, take care, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for all your support. Yeah, like a big ag track. What do y'all think about that? Like if I did an 8,000 series John Deere or a big old case or something like. I mean we. Did you get him a winch? Vermont paint ones on that. I want one. I want a winch. Matter of fact, did I not talk to you about putting how to weld a bracket so we can put it on the gooseneck? Didn't I talk to you about that one time?
We talked about it at some point. I think whenever you first got the gooseneck, but I know also that you're really fascinated about leverage and how like mechanics with snatch blocks and stuff can work for you too. And at some point we talked about doing a video on that. So we might, if you keep messing around in the mud, we might really need to go ahead and see how it works out, right?
Yeah. So, Tractor High April surprise. So I didn't say April 1st, but we worked on it again today. Just to let you know there. I saw Wes in here. Thanks for stopping in, Wes. We'll start Lemon Car, Yugo, Chevette, Pinto, Omni. Dude, if we could we'd start world's largest excavator. What I need to get like a Pinto or a Chevette or something.
That'd be awesome.
And then get it running and then like enter it into a demolition derby or something.
That would be outstanding.
Do they even have those anymore?
Yeah. And I mean, you would assume that they'd be around here because I feel like that it's a very redneck sport.
I would think so.
Yeah. So.
I bet we could.
Yeah, that's right. You got 75 acres. We can do our own demolition derby.
You think I can compete with Whistling Diesel if I started busting?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
I think he's got the market.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be jumping no $100,000 Chevette or Pinto. AJ, how about you, buddy? Good to see you in here. A Gremlin, yeah. So I saw a one thing you want you can't have. One thing you want you can have? What would it be? Are we talking vehicles? I mean, equipment. What are we talking? Be a little more specific there, Guster. And let's see, old classic tractor. Will it start on old classic tractor? We did the Oliver. We got the Oliver cranked up. Dodge Challenger 2+2 at dirt track racing. Yeah, demolition derby. That's Travis Hoyt. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see here. Yeah, so we'll think about that. Go ahead, Brandon.
So with Travis, it made me think too. The figure 8 bus races. Have you seen those? They're kind of at the same time that demo derbies and dirt track races happen, where it's literally the figure 8 track and just complete carnage. So,
no traffic light, right?
Yeah, no traffic light. Yeah, it's just like maybe I'm going to make it, maybe I'm not. Let's see what happens this time around.
That's fun.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, Mark, I've heard of combine derby. Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah. Junkyard Diggs. Yeah, I watch a little bit of him. I watch Junkyard Diggs a little bit. Dylan McCool. Of course, I watch Wes work for all kind of. You can talk about doctorate level mechanic stuff. That's Wes. It is nuts. If you can have one thing, what would it be? Man, I got everything. I got everything I need. My relationship with Jesus is the number one thing, so I'm good there. So, what we do combine demos here every summer. Also done school bus and RV demos. So maybe maybe finding an old bus. What about like an old Greyhound or something like that?
Yeah,
that's awesome. A Detroit diesel. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of the buses have Detroit.
Had 2 strokes. Yeah.
What about Prevos? Did they have Detroits in them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most buses usually had Detroits. Yeah. And they went from the old like 6 V71s, 8 V92s, and then they started going into the Series 60s. So
that's right. Yeah.
And that's really Series 60. That's kind of where I shine. So all electronics, no mechanical. So just plug up the computer and let's work on it, right? So.
Yeah.
I don't need wrenches. Give me a Dale.
Yeah, that's right. I just need a laptop. So, 2 front teeth and a bundle of switches. That's what I want. I hear you, Isaac. Oh man. Yeah, the Bus Grease Monkey is a Detroit whiz. That's the guy. Yeah, I was thinking about him. Have you seen that guy? Mm-hmm. Bus Grease Monkey or whatever? No. Yeah, you have to check him.
He's a Detroit guy?
He's a Detroit guy.
Let me look him up.
Yeah. They stopped the figure 8 up here in Eastern New York. So, Heath, it doesn't surprise me that Eastern New York stopped something that was fun for the citizens. Got to okay, John, take care, buddy. There's a guy on YouTube who buys Greyhound and city bus. Yeah, I think that might be Bus Grease Monkey, I think. Yeah. James says, do a record, you won't have to worry about getting stuck.
Yeah, that's it, right? A rollback would be a good thing, too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I mean, that would be useful.
I've been in the market. I'm in the market for a service truck. Me and Brandle's been talking about a service truck. Yeah. And so we,
I mean, you can only put so many adjustable wrenches in a service truck. So there's that. So David wants to know how I got into diesel mechanics. So David, my family, we had a trucking company, and then I was not smart enough once we got out of the trucking business to run. So I officially went to Nashville Auto Diesel College, graduated from there, and then I worked for a Detroit diesel distributor, and then Komatsu and Bobcat also as a professional mechanic. So that's kind of how I was around diesel stuff.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you. So Brandle, there's a lot of things. A lot of times I make Brandle not do things right. You know what I mean? And so like he just shakes his head, and I'm like, dude, listen, man, you can't be all coming up here, ASE diesel master. I can't have that on my channel, dude. We need to do it with a crescent wrench and duct tape. Y'all ever seen that Red Green show? That's a pretty funny show, right? That's the guy with the duct tape. That would be pretty fun. Buy a service truck with a crane on it, Captain Justin. Yeah, dude, that's what
excellent idea.
I do. I've been looking for one, man. Hey, some
of
those
50 guys, large.
Man, I'm telling you, dude, some of those guys are like, I'm like, you do realize that thing's 50 years old, don't you?
That's it.
So I come up here, lots of iron sitting resting away. Yeah, we got tons of here, dude. We're never going to get bored with the equipment that we have here. We've got so much of it. So Caden says I need one of those big Sherp things, dude. Have you he's talking about the Sherps? The Sherps, they got these big old. It's basically 4 big tires and a box, right? They don't get stuck. Like they can't get stuck. Yeah. And so like you can inflate or deflate the tires like automatically from the cab and all that stuff. That's awesome. You can run over trees. You can run over water. They're insane, dude.
Yeah,
you Google some of those. Yeah. Yeah, Heavy D Sparks. I've watched a couple of his videos too. That's right. If they don't find you handsome, they better find you handy.
That's it, right? 100%.
Yeah, old Toronado diesel. There you go. Yeah, I'll give me some good ideas, man.
So I've got a gas engine heavy duty truck, right? My granddad, so we ran a trucking company for 30 years. Had tons of trucks in the fleet, like 50 trucks in the fleet. in coal country in Virginia, Kentucky, and West Virginia. He never owned a diesel pickup. Well, he owned one diesel pickup. And the reason why he only owned one diesel pickup his whole life was because he bought one of the original, like 350 conversion, like Oldsmobile, GM, whatever, 350 gas to a diesel conversion. And he said that he kept it for 2 years, and 18 months it was in the shop.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Yeah. So after that, he's just like, nope, I don't need a diesel truck. We're a gas crew in this bunch. So that's why that I'm just sticking with my gas engine truck.
Yeah. Transferred over. Yeah. Got into diesel in the Army and transferred over. WW2 Duck. Yeah. Yeah, those are, I wonder if I could find one of those.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
You would think that there would be a market for those around here somewhere, because it's very much a tourism situation.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I think there's some in Orlando. I know there's some in Branson.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bet that there's one around.
I bet I could find one. So anyway, hey, listen, we kept you guys for an hour. Listen, we appreciate every one of you. Thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate all the super chats. Thanks a lot for that. We appreciate that. We thank the world of you guys, man. And thanks, Brandon, for coming over tonight. So
thanks for having me.
So anyway, we'll see y'all next Wednesday night. Make sure you check out the videos that are coming Friday and Saturday. Y'all get a kick out of them. All right, you guys take care. God bless you guys.